Oh, back in the car again, and I'm a little bit winded because I just had to walk upstairs to get to my car on the parking deck. What? What's up, fans? No OTAs today. Mandatory mini camp started today. What? So, today we're gonna have, I'm gonna do stuff that happened at mini camp, then I'll do the press conferences, and then I'll do comment of the day. Below, I will put the time codes so you can jump to where you are interested in watching, because this might be a lengthy one. So let's get started. So to start things off, Carew and Jordan Lucas did not practice. Carew obviously got his knee scoped, so he's going to be out till training camp, but Tony Lippett did practice, and Stephen Ross was there for the mandatory mini camps. Albert Wilson also was practicing punt returns, which is good because he's got the speed. I prefer to see Akeem Grant do it, but hey, to have them both back there, just not Kenyon Drake. One of the things that someone noticed was that Gesicki put a first team defender on his ass. There's no contact, no pads and stuff, but blocking put the man on his ass. Very good sign. He's obviously taking the blocking techniques very seriously. McDonald stopped a run in the backfield along with Hayes getting a sack and Deion Branch getting a sack back to back. The Hayes sack was because of Juwan James. I don't know who the Branch sack was, but the defense is playing hard again. I think the offense struggled again today, which kind of sucks. Grant caught a nice pass all over Calhoun, who was targeted a lot. That's not good for him. You gotta step your game up, my dude. And Ford caught a nice first down pass from Bryce Petty. Maybe he's stepping up, but again, he ain't making the team. And then Ryan Tannehill, nice touchdown pass to Kenny Stills in the red zone drill. Then the defense blitzes Brock Osweiler, but he gets the pass off before the blitz can get him. Touchdown to Ballard. Fails with a 4-yard touchdown pass to Sonoris Perry. So the second and third team are clicking on offense. And then Sanders hits a 56-yard field goal. The dude was 7 for 7 today. That is what I like to hear from this dude, especially because he has accuracy issues. So it's very nice to hear he had a great day and he made a 56-yard field goal. What? That is nice. Tunsil had a bad day. He had a false start. Then right after that, there was a holding on a nice play. And then after that, another false start. So the offense was playing a little crappy today. But then after that, of course, deep pass to Parker. Howard was covering. It was a bad throw, like it was overthrown, but Howard had really good coverage on Devontae Parker. So again, this defense is playing really good. And then Sonoris Perry caught a pass out of the backfield and Rashad Jones lit his ass up. He then apologized for it because again, this is mini camp and what? You didn't have to do that, my dude. Why are you hurting people? And then a 70-yard pass with most of it in the air from David Fales to Thomas Duarte for a touchdown. It was a beautiful pass, they're saying, and again, most of it was in the air. I'm telling you, David Fales, I'm calling it now, he's going to be the backup. Brock Osweiler, if you don't want to play third string, your ass is either going to get traded or cut. I'm sorry, but David Fales has been lighting it up in OTAs and so far in the first day of mini camp. And then Bryce Petty gets strip sacked. Again, this dude has an uphill battle, but again, I don't think he's making the team. Kenyon Drake has a nice catch for a first down. Then Tannehill scrambles to get them into field goal range. So in this situation, they're doing a game scrimmage. So right now, you know, nice little pass to Kenyon Drake, and then Tannehill feels the pressure. He scrambles to get in field goal range. When I heard he scrambled, kind of got me nervous because it reminded me of last year, but he's fine. And then Stills converts a 2nd and 4, and Tannehill spikes the ball with 13 seconds left. Then on third down, there's a throwaway, so it's 8 seconds left, and the score in this scenario, the Dolphins offense is down 21-13. So they need 8 points. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion. And then unfortunately, on the next play, our boy, Xavier Howard, pats the ball down. Defense wins. The defense has been doing really well in OTAs and in today in minicamp, but the offense needs to step it up, please. And then Wilson has a nice 6-yard reception from Brock Osweiler, and then that ended the mini camp. Today's top performers is David Fales. He's playing lights out. Thomas Duarte with that nice pass, and then William Hayes just being super disruptive. So now let's go to the press conferences, and we're going to start with Adam Gase. He praised the defense for how they played and how they're playing tight, and the coverage up front is tight, and the pass rushers are doing great. Saying not one of the best offensive days. It seems like that has been lately. Do something about it, please. Said you got to figure out the best group of guys, that 11 that have on the front and the offense and defense, and then when they get them out there, they're going to utilize them the best they can. And then he says that Ryan Tannehill keeps getting better and utilizing the guys around him to make the right plays. Which, yeah, please keep doing. They need to keep growing, and they need to keep meshing. Again, this is the first day of mini camps, and they've only been practicing for 6 days of non-contact, and it's easier for defensive linemen to get through offensive linemen with no pads on. So let's take what we got going on as a plus, because the defense is playing great, but don't completely shit on the offense. Then he talks about David Fales and how he could process a lot, and he could take the extra steps because he doesn't need to have things explained to him, which is great to hear. He said that Mika Fitzpatrick is very serious. This is what he does. This is what he's good at, and Nick Saban doesn't praise everybody. So the fact that Mika Fitzpatrick got this praise means that he's a seriously good player. He talks about the defensive ends and how they're going to be interchangeable. They're going to be rolling. They're showing a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and that's what he likes to see. He wants to see them get after the quarterback. He said he's least worried about Charles Harris, our first-round pick last year. I'm worried about him, but again, it's his rookie year, so I'm hoping with Robert Quinn and Cameron Wake there, he can light it up and he can learn how to be a little bit more aggressive. He said that Tannehill is a very fast learner, and he's processing things extremely fast, which is good because now he's technically in his 3rd year with this offense. And then it was brought up about that whole speed thing, and he said it would be interesting to see them line up and race, but he isn't advocating it. And the more I'm thinking about it, because in my past videos I'm like, please let them race. I don't want them to race. I don't want them to race anymore, because God forbid the 4 of them race, one bumps into the other, one pulls something. Just don't let them race. Leave it at that. And then Adam Gase talks about how he's biased. He's an offensive guy, so he loves his offense, and he gets super salty when they do bad. So he was a little pissed with the team, not defensively but offensively, because he wants them to thrive. And then we got Mika Fitzpatrick, our first-round pick, came to the podium, and he said he had 2 interceptions on his OTAs, and he's getting more and more comfortable with the team and with the playbook, which is fucking great to hear. He said he's splitting time evenly at free safety, strong safety, and nickel corner. He probably won't be playing much of nickel corner because we just re-signed Bobby McCain, but he's learning it all, which is good, because he can do it all, and that's why we drafted him in the 1st round. He said he's getting faster every day and able to make calls and plays, and he's getting comfortable, which is good because I'm hearing he's super green, but I think by the time the season comes and training camp and preseason, he'll be ready to go. So that battle with him and TJ McDonald is going to be interesting to watch. He said he hasn't experienced the 3 safety package yet. I don't think they've really done much with it, but I think it's because it's OTAs and mini camp. Once training camp comes and they go in the bubble and it's close to the media and everyone, I think they'll start doing those 3 safety packages and all those different schemes. He said he knows he'll make mistakes. He said he's made a few mistakes so far, but he said the goal is to not keep doing them over and over again. And he said that all the corners and the defense calls Bobby McCain big money now because he got his contract, which I think is friggin' hilarious. He also said he didn't come here to be a 1st-round pick. He doesn't want to be known as the 1st-round pick. He wants to be known as a great player, which is great to hear. You don't want to have that cockiness and that hanging over your head of you're the 1st pick, I'm the 1st pick, you should take me seriously, this and that. And then he said the whole thing with Ross being unsure about his pick, he said it's just motivation, but he also said that he hasn't sat down with him yet. So will he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner wants to sit down with the 1st-round pick, but dude, put that fire under your ass and keep kicking ass, my dude, because I'm hearing great things from you. And the fact that you have 2 interceptions so far, keep it up. I like the mentality, and I like the attitude. Now we got Tannehill. And Tannehill says the offensive ups and downs today sucked, and he said that at the end, what got them was the heat. You play in Florida. The heat is supposed to be your ally. If this should be fixed by training camp. I'm just gonna say that because again, it is new. He said he appreciates practices like today, the shitty ones, more than he did in the past because he was injured and now he knows how to grow from, which is I'm feeling more. The more I'm hearing about Ryan Tannehill and the more I'm hearing from Ryan Tannehill, I'm feeling more and more comfortable with Ryan Tannehill as our starter, and especially compared to Cutler. He said he holds the wide receivers accountable for their mess ups and for them to be in the right spot, and he hopes that they're going to be in the right spot, and he wants it the other way around. Get on me if I'm not in the right spot or if I'm not throwing the right passes. So I like that it's a give and take with these wide receivers. He also said that the offense pushes the defense pushes the offense. It's a back and forth thing, so he enjoys it if they're doing well and vice versa, but it's a really great competition, and that's what you want with these teams. He said he's excited what he's seen with these pass rushers, and he said that Robert Quinn will like rip and turn and will be like 8 inches off the ground but still moving at this friggin' speed. So he said that with these defensive ends, it's really exciting to watch. He says he feels really good about moving in the pocket. He feels really good with his knee, and he says that if he sees something open, he'll take off running, and him and his legs will be able to exploit the defense, and that's what we didn't have last year because Jay Cutler is not athletic at all, so we were very one-dimensional offense, whereas now having Ryan Tannehill and having his legs back, we'll be able to open up different things. You know, if they drop back for the pass, he can break off on the run. If it's a run play, we could do a read option. You know, I'm liking what we're gonna do with this offense. It's very promising. Talked about Frank Gore a lot. He praised Frank Gore, and he said that Frank Gore comes up to him a lot and asks him to give him things. You know, give me things. You know, what do you need here? What do you need that? Give me plays. This, and that. So it's really great to hear, and it's really great to have Frank Gore on the team, this future Hall of Famer and his ass kicker. Then Tony Lippett talked. His press conference was kind of short. They were mostly asking him about his knee, about his Achilles. They were asking him, how does he feel? Does it hurt? Are you sore? He says it never hurts. It's just sometimes he gets sore and he gets tired. He said he talked to Cameron Wake and Brent Grimes about like advice because they both tore their Achilles. Brent Grimes says the last thing that you will get back is your long speed, which sucks because that was one of his things, was he was fast, tall, and able to catch. He said the thing he's learning the most is watching film. That's where he's grown the most from that first year where he like came on the scene and blew it up, and then now he's able to watch film and he's able to diagnose defenses and read wide receivers better. And then finally, we had Charles Harris. His press conference was also quite short. He said that Robert Quinn has been a real go-to guy. He's been able to learn from him, been able to pick up different techniques, which is good because I would love to see Charles Harris light it up and play like the first-round pick we drafted him to be. He said that with the defensive line, there's an Alpha, Bravo, Charlie group with the D-line that they will be, you know, 3 different waves, and they'll be interchanging them, which is good. Keep them fresh, especially with the defensive tackles. I'd like to see this defensive line stay healthy and stay fast. Always give the quarterback pressure to give the corners, you know, more chances to pick the ball off and also not have to be running around like a chicken with their heads cut off. But that's essentially, like, he talked about the offensive line, the defensive line and waves, and, you know, praised different people. But that was it for the press conferences. Now let's get to the thing that I think everyone looks forward to. I hope you all look forward to this. It's the comment of the day, and this one comes from Magic. I'm sorry. He asked me, in a nutshell, if you think Gase is gone next season if we don't make the playoffs or at least produce an 8-8 or better record. So let me break this down for you because I get this question a lot. Someone else asked me, do I have faith in Gase or do I still believe in Adam Gase? I still believe in Adam Gase, and I'm giving him this season because last season was just the biggest of messes. You know, Jay Cutler wasn't the quarterback he was planning to have. He had to throw all that shit together right before preseason, so he had a shitstorm on top of him. So say this year the Dolphins go 8-8, they don't make the playoffs. Will Adam Gase be fired? No. Stephen Ross has been one to be loyal to coaches. Look how long he kept filming when we should have let him go. Look how long he kept Sperano when we should have let him go. But the difference is Adam Gase proved it in his first year that he knows what he's doing with his players, with his scheme. He can do it. So now that he has his players, he has his scheme, he has Tannehill back. I'm hoping and I have faith that he will do better. But if he doesn't, but he still has a better record than he did last year, I do think he'll stay with the team. But I do think Tannenbaum will be gone, and I think Chris Greer will be gone, because someone has to take the blame. And I also think that Matt Burke will be gone, and I think there'll be a huge change up. Like Adam Gase will have to do something. But do I think we're going to be that bad where Adam Gase is going to be on the hot seat? No. I honestly think if you right now put a gun to my head and say, what is the Dolphins record next year? 10-6, 9-7 is what I'm going to say. I think come November, late October, November, I think they'll still be in the playoff hunt. I still think, because they're always in the playoff hunt, they'll be fighting. But I don't think they'll be as bad as everyone thinks they're going to be. But that's just me. So if Adam Gase does do better than 6-10 but still doesn't make the playoffs, yes, I still think he will be on the team unless one of the Harbaugh brothers gets fired and wants to join the Dolphins, because we know that Stephen Ross is a Michigan man. So, but I think I'm giving Gase this year. I have faith in Gase this year. We'll see how this year plans out. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Comment below, and if it's a good comment and it's a good question, I will put you in the comment of the day. But like usual, hit the like button if you like these videos. Mini camps friggin' is here, which means pretty soon training camp's gonna be here, which means pretty soon the preseason's gonna be here, which means pretty soon football. I got so many things planned for August, September, October, November, December. You guys have no idea what I got planned for this channel. It's gonna be fun as shit. It's gonna be awesome. Follow me on Twitter. I tweeted out today that I found out that it was mini camps today and I was opening to the media. So follow me on Twitter so you can see these things first, and so you can ask me questions there. Ask me questions on Twitter. Don't forget to check out the Bit Boys. We put out new videos every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday. I greatly appreciate if you went over there and checked them out. If you like it, subscribe. If you subscribe, comment on the video what you liked about it, and I'll send you a wristband. I got wristbands I'm going to send out this week. I promise you guys. I'm wearing one right now if you want one. And other than that, thank you to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy what you see. Hit the like button. I really appreciate hitting that like button. It lets me know that you like the content. I get a few dislikes, but that's okay. To all the guys who aren't Dolphin fans that comment on my videos, thank you for that. I greatly appreciate that. All football fans are welcomed on this channel. You don't have to be a Dolphin fan to comment. But other than that, thank you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I think there's more mini camps tomorrow. I don't know if it's open to the media. And like usual, sorry for the shitty audio in my car, but fins up. Today's video is going to be a fun video. I've been promising you guys about this video. Hold on a second. There's a big empty space over here. A lot of people keep telling me I should put a banner up there. Trust me, I have something to put up there. I got this kick-ass Dolphins flag. Look at this thing. It's friggin' kick-ass. I'm gonna put it up.